Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today in Top 200 Mythic we're playing Rakdos mid-range with some of the latest cards from Ixalan, including one I'm pretty excited about, the Preacher of the Schism, a 3-mana 2/4 Vampire Cleric with Death Touch. Whenever it attacks the player with the most life or tied for most life, create a 1/1 white Vampire Creature token with lifelink. Whenever it attacks while you have the most life or are tied for most life, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Okay, I think this is very cool. So against aggro, let's call it mono red aggro. First and foremost, it has Death Touch, which means even if you are suffering on the draw and you play this thing out and your opponent attacks, even if they Monstrous Rage and they're able to make a toughness big enough to survive maybe a block that a Trespasser would try to make or a Harvester, no matter what, since we have Death Touch, that thing dies. I think that's pretty big. Then, of course, if you can attack with it, kind of similar to the Trespasser, sometimes you don't hold it back to block against mono red. Sometimes you go for the attack because you know you can gain the extra life and maybe drop Shelly next turn. You get a similar effect here. You don't get the life gain immediately, but if you attack, you get a 1/1 Vampire with lifelink that can block and gain you that life on the way back. So obviously the token could be removed, but it's pretty similar in life gain versus the Trespasser. Trespasser is still good against control because if it's targeted, it's a 2-for-1, but the ability of the Schism to come down unanswered and attack every turn against an opponent where either you have the most life or you're tied for the most life and draw a card every single turn against control is cool. I think this is a very cool card. The body is probably a little bit worse as a 2/4 versus a 3/3. That definitely hits a bit harder. Also, if you are tied for life when it comes down, you get both triggers. So the first time this attacks, if you both are at 20, then you get the 1/1 and lose life and draw the card. I think this card's cool. I feel like I didn't get enough chances to play it today. I'm definitely going to keep trying it out, but I would look out for this card. I think it could be quite good in the meta. All right, other cards. Dracosaur. Man, I am so excited to play this card, but it's so expensive. It's just really expensive. Against aggro, it's too slow. Obviously, it comes down and it sticks. You probably win the game, but against aggro, you kind of just have to have Shelly on 4 and then proceed from there. It's kind of overkill. If you land Shelly, you're going to win that game. So the Dracosaur doesn't really change that matchup too much. And against control, it comes down really late in the game, so it comes down the turn they're ready to sweep anyway. So man, I am really excited to play this card, but it doesn't feel quite right in this meta right now. As powerful it is, obviously left unanswered, it takes over the game, but it's not often that it ends up unanswered. I would probably go for Gix's Command over the Dracosaur in that slot. That's just my honest opinion on it. Other card to touch on is Bitter Triumph. This card could be very good. 2-mana instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card or pay 3 life, destroy target creature or planeswalker at instant speed. That is very flexible. I like this card a lot. I like it better than the Edict. I've never been a huge fan of the Edict because you have your opponent sack their weakest creature. That doesn't always pan out that well, but you can target anything. Against aggro, you can discard a card. You don't have to pay the 3 life. You can discard that extra land or discard anything that's not sheltered and just try to hit the sheltered thing. Like, there is flexibility there, and you can still take out planeswalkers. And obviously against control, you just take the 3 life and you get to pick off their planeswalker. So this is a good card. I'm going to keep trying it out. I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's solid. The question is it good enough to play against aggro all the time? And how often can you discard a card and still come out with the win and keep the flexibility for control? I'm not 100% sure yet, but I like it a lot, and I'm going to keep trying it out. We're also trying out the creature land here that has 2/3 menace and you get to draw a discard when you attack. So pretty cool. Trying out these cards. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play, we can keep this. Fast land cut down. Mono red do nothing. I would like to hold on to the cut down here, I think. You can give him the underdog. I'm okay with that. We'll give him this. There's stick here. They don't do anything though. Invasion of Tarkir. Alright, that's okay. They ignore the underdog completely. We do not hit land. We kind of want to play the Harvester hit land next turn. Blocking is okay here. We can probably block most things. Harvester can also block most things though. We'll give him an attack on the play. 17-17. If we top attack land into Liliana against a Godric, that'd be really good. Devastator, all right. Going face. Even if we don't hit the land, cut down's very good here. They go after Tarkir. That's okay. It's the land Liliana. It is fantastic. I think you still take it here. Although cut down cycle to the 4th land is also very good. Maybe even better. We'll leave back the underdog to block, I think. Inti does not have haste, but is a good late game card. Play with fire, that's okay.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
It's not a land. We do probably want to cycle for land here. It's hard to lose with our hand, though. I think you just hold open double countdown. We'll cycle for land here. We'll bin this card. Everything else is really good. Cool. Land's great. I think you can even attack both and hold open 2 removal spells. That should be plenty. Down to 8. Go over the throat and cut down open. Okay. Go ahead and bin you. No problem. I think they still get the exile effect here. Cool. We'll go for cut down now. They can pump past it maybe, but it's not that big a deal. Has to be rage here. It is, so they save it this turn. But it's still Shelly. And we'll just get him low. They kind of need a Witchstalker Frenzy off the top. Down to 3. Scoundrel's not it, but they can get the discard, then draw, which is very good. Discard 0 cards, then draw 1. Oh, they go for Wicked Roll. That's interesting. That feels like not it. So we just do nothing here and play Trespasser in this game. It's game a lot of different ways. Take a creature. Cut down someone. Doesn't matter where we do it. Swing all. Wait till they draw. Dead every which way. On the draw. It's okay. Grixis. Okay. Tap land. We'll give him an underdog here. I think our hand's okay. We don't really need to cycle anything to blood tokens. Third land, do nothing. Liliana's okay. Let's attack here first. Prefer to save Liliana for a creature. Maybe you just go Harvester here. See if they have a counter spell. We're not really sure what they're doing yet. Ah, Decadent Dragon. Alright. Okay. It's a decent amount of value for them. We could surge something big here, including the dragon itself. It's almost a waste because we have Liliana anyway. They do nothing though. Do we need to cycle anything? The hand's okay as is. Another land. I want to keep putting on pressure. I imagine we'll see some removal here. I think you play Harvester and hold to go for the throat too. Liliana doesn't need to come down just yet. Keep holding open pressure. The Liliana minus on the Sheltered is where I want to be. They could play like a Dracosaur here too. But holding open go for the throat's not going to be bad. Big score. Alright, so that's a card. Bin the Edict, so Liliana sitting safe here. We could cycle the Cliffs if we don't have anything better to do. 7 mana. What do you got? Breach. Okay, you get to do the thing. We still have Go for the Throat now and Voltage Surge. What do we got here? They can take our Shelly and their Shelly. All right. So bin the underdog. Take out one of these guys. Doesn't matter which, because we're going to Liliana follow up anyway. So we'll take this one out so you don't lose life. Celestis. Not enough mana to do it all. Sack a creature. Swing for 6. We're pushing for lethal this coming turn. Maybe we can play out the land here. I think we're going to Voltage Surge something if we can. Instead of cycling. Okay, let's see which way they do it.
Enough talking. Let's do this.
-2 to each place. Sure.
You're toast.
We can Voltage Surge and sack one of these things. I think it's okay. Zap you. Sack one of these, 4 damage. We have the underdog follow-up, which is very good. I think we'll play this out. For sure, nab the damage now. We could also Celestis and Trespass here, which is also pretty good, though. And still plus. Honestly, we don't want our own Sheldred to come back. The Sheldred's pretty bad, too. We'll take this guy. Plus for free.
We all have things we'd rather.
Okay. Opponent with 4, 5, 6 cards. But it's 21 to 4. Board state versus resources. Breach again. Okay. It's a lot of 7 drops to run. What else are they running in here? 2 Chandras and 2 multiverses. Wow. That's quite a lot. Shelly returns. Okay. Well, if we had taken our own Sheldred, we could prevent the life gain. We lose the Trespasser and the Liliana here. Can cycle the land, although we're gonna take some damage for it, but we have to here. It's a good card. It does not die unless they have removal in hand. So that's how it is. It is a lethal threat by itself. So they have to find removal here. They're up to 6 now, though. Well, they're taking a while. I'm feeling like they don't have removal in hand. They could plus the Chandra and go look for one, which I think is what they're going to do. Could also play the Decadent Dragon to block. They do have removal. They can just target the same thing twice. It's not like they have to kill a Sheldred. So, not sure what they were thinking about. Flying Blocker. Blocker's pretty bad. Plus, 3-man open. Dragon again. Alright, I think that's about game. I don't think we can come back from this position. Double Multiverse. Dude playing a really expensive deck. Even this is probably not enough. Stopping Shelly's okay. I guess we draw immediately, so we do this now, actually. I think you take out Sheldred here. And you offer the attack there? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. It doesn't really matter. Maybe it's here. I don't know. Take the block regardless. We draw. We don't take life off Sheldred. We have a land in hand. We could maybe cycle that at some point. Okay, looks like they found lethal. Maybe they have an underdog of their own. Down to 2. I think they have lethal here somehow. Maybe back up Shelly. That would make sense too. A Tali. Wow. They run so many 7 drops. I don't know what you do against Mono Red, but you're definitely beating us this game. Back up a Tali. I think we can scoop. We'll let them see out their card to the end. I think they deserve it. I think if they're doing this in Mythic, they'll lose a lot, but if they can get their thing off, you can do the thing. That's enough, though. That's about enough. Good game. On the play, pretty bizarre hand, but most draws are pretty good here. And a lot of land isn't terrible in this deck. We'll get the tap land down now. It's not mono red. Alright, this hand is shaping up just fine. Sure, we can just cut you down. We're gonna need to go for the throat for bigger targets. This is fine to play here. We don't have to kill their 3-drop immediately. It looks great. I wouldn't really cycle unless we're really trying to hit land for the Dracosaur. Okay, this is not scary by itself. We can probably play Shelly this turn and then still kill it next turn before they hit the 5th land on time. We'll keep everything in hand. We need to cycle here. I think it's just Shelly, mana efficiency. We could even attack here. I doubt they'll trade. They do trade. That's fine. No longer have to waste removal on that then. The Shelly clock begins. Roaming Throne. Okay, we are dinosaur tokens then. Cannot kill the artifact. A single lance. I mean, we really want to hit the Dracosaur. I think you want to keep Go for the Throat too, because they're going to play. I think I want to cycle and hit land and hold with Go for the Throat, which means I've been the Preacher. Let's see what we can hit here. You can go. All right, that's the next land we need. I think you can play out the Harvester. They want to play the 5 mana Hasty Dinosaur. I guess you want to kill that with Go for the Throat. And we can probably attack here too. That's all right, we got the life gain. All right, let's see if they have the Panini Maker, as I call it. Down to 12. Untap land. Dracosaur. All right, well, that's also a must-kill threat. All right, so they go for the attack. You got it. Down to 20. Dracosaur's dead. Gain some life. Play our own Dracosaur. Shelly and Dracosaur, the dream team. The Ender of Worlds. They can still go big Dino plus Bite spell. They're down to 6. It's a big Dino. But we get to untap first. And a Lorekeeper blocker. Alright, show me the goods. Backup Sheldred. They scoop. That's interesting. I mean, we can attack with the Dracosaur. They're forced to block. I think they could have gone on one more turn there, but I understand the pain. On the play, double Dracosaur. I think we can still keep this. Land hold cut down. Is it? Okay. Yeah, we can probably just play this out here. Avoid 1 pain land damage against maybe an aggressive opponent. We're not sure yet. Okay. No stick. Yeah, I'll play out the next Harvester. We could cycle a Dracosaur, but it's a very good card. We might cycle the cut down instead. We just want to hit land on time. Oh boy, oh no. Okay, I think we'll definitely been cut down then. Let's see what goes to the grave here. Mind Breaker. Oh wow, they're playing my Azorius control deck. Well, it's definitely cut down then. But they don't have any white, so their mana base is definitely awkward. Shelly is a great draw here. And they don't have enough mana to sweep, so we'll just give them heck. They're 2 turns off any double white sweeper. That's really extremely good for us. There's a single white. Celestis is good. No point in deploying anything else before combat. We'll get in there. They need some kind of interaction here. Maybe just a mending. Scoop. Do they think we're not going to attack? All right, they stumbled pretty hard on land there. I defend their deck, though, because it looks like the deck I made a week ago. On the draw, we got removal and ramp. It's okay. Mono red Scamp. I guess it's Triumph then. And then we'll bin maybe the Dracosaur, honestly. Another Scamp. Okay. Well, ideally we wait for them to target here. Let's see if they go for a rage or anything. No, just 2 damage. Is that all you got? That's it. Okay. We'll kill one of these things and yeah, maybe bin the Dracosaur. Soren might die. I think he's still just been the most expensive card. Okay, down to 16. Trespasser is good. Hard to target. Gains 1 life every turn. We have more removal to follow up. I think we'll take the immediate value. The Death Touch is interesting though, because it blocks very well against any shenanigans, so I might actually go this route this turn. They go nuts with Monstrous Rage and Giant's Growth and whatever. The Trespasser dies, but they can't get through Death Touch. Okay. I'll take the block. Not blocking is interesting, because I'm going to get a 1/1 to block next turn. But, I think you just keep the life total high. We can go Iron Crag Triumph this coming turn. Okay. Still at 16. Druid after the fact. Go for the Throat is nice. Hold open black. They could play Hexproof, but we're going to wait till they try to go for a pump, if we can. Okay. Yeah, we'll go for this now. If they have the Hexproof, they can have it here. Nope, not this time. That's good. Moorland is okay. Lets us trespass and still hold open removal. And gain a little life. Cool, up to 17. Hold removal. They didn't show us Hexproof last turn, so I don't think they have it. Drew it again. Still no Hexproof. Swift Spear. Audacity. Okay. 3 mana open still. Anger there. We could kill this thing now. To prevent them from the card draw. Yeah, that's okay with me. We'll take the 3 life here. Try to prevent the draw off the rage. Ancestral Anger. 5/4 hits hard for sure. That's a 9. And a Druid. More land. I think you Soren minus. Just get the life linker. We'll gain a little more life here. And I think we need life. I don't think we can target the anger. And we'll just play out a life linker. Try to make them devote resources to killing Soren. Oh, they get the next anger draw. Rage immediately. It's kind of weird. I guess we're tapped out so they don't care. Is that just lethal? It's just lethal. Damn, dude. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Everyone's got trample, right? Yeah. That does suck. Okay. On the play, looks fantastic. Fastland. Peter 17. Everybody wants to play dinos. No 2-drop though. I mean, Liliana on the play is generally good, but Celestis right into Dracosaur is going to be brutal for them, I think. Do nothing again. Yeah, we'll take the action. I guess we can bin a cut down for sure here. I think you slam the Dracosaur. I mean, they need a creature and a fight spell, and they played 0 creatures all game. So I think you give him Hack here. Make him deal with it. The first big creature we play, then we can Liliana immediately. Do you have something? Do you have something to deal 5 damage at instant speed? I don't think so. No? They look at it. Pass to them. Good game. Okay, they didn't hit land. I don't know if they're running all 8 ramp creatures. I think you have to run all 8 ramp creatures and dinos to get the whole thing moving. On the draw, we'll keep. Mono white. Veteran. Okay. This could definitely be a tough matchup. Vanguard. It's my deck. Land Harvest. Maybe pick up the Vanguard next turn if we can. Into Cathar. Down to 14. How good is the Preacher here at all? I think you harvest, and you could cycle one token and still Sheldred next turn. Try to hit land. And still have enough blood to pick off. Maybe the Vanguard next turn. It's Ixalan. And it's Knight Errant. It's the best deck in Standard. Okay. Do we cycle anything? How good is Sheldred? They have the Brutal Cathar anyway. So it's extremely hard here. There's almost no way out. Death Touch is interesting. Let's spin the Trespasser. Okay, it's the land. So we want to take out the Vanguard here, even though they pumped the squad anyway. That's the way to go this turn. Shelly's okay. Do we just die? We're almost just straight up dead off everything. Especially if they Cathar. Is there any other way to do it? The Preacher Death Touch is not awful here, honestly. Okay, I think you have to kill the Vanguard, because the pump squad only gets worse and worse. The Death Toucher is interesting. I guess I just take it with the Cathar and swing for lethal, every which way. Yeah, it's not good. I don't think there's any better way to do it, though. So that's it. I think that's game. That's lethal. Maybe it's 13 instead. Alright, they go for the pump here. So we can chump away the Death Toucher somewhere. But they still have Brutal Cathar next turn to take any Sheldred we play. So it's really, really bad. Okay. We could attack and create a blocker on the way back. It's not really that great because it just dies to Sheldred unless we hit removal off the top, so it's just this here. Down to 7. It's not enough, and they still have Brutal Cathar in hand. Cycle. I mean, if anything's gonna go right. If we hit land organically, play Sheldred and block. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It does not matter. Because Cathar in hand is too much. That's a good card. I think a land could have been interesting. This lets us get back the Harvester, but it's too little too late. That's just game. Cathar swing for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. Ugh. It's so gross to be on the other side of that. Ugh, it's bad. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, a comment, a subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.